Okay, we are. Okay, lighting. We have a drink. We are a bit more chilled than last time. We're good to go. Hello and welcome back to Rebecca Hansel Art. Thank you for tuning in again. If this is the second video that you've watched, it's the second video I've done. So if you haven't watched the first one, you can go back to my channel and watch that now. It gives you a bit of context for what I'm hoping to achieve here. I was a bit nervous in that first one. I think it comes across, but I thought, everyone's nervous on their first one. This second one, I've changed my setup a little bit, so it's a bit more casual for me. I feel less intimidated by the whole process. So I've got my phone, I've got a drink, whereas before I had my camera and lights and stuff. And actually, I don't think the quality was as good as it's going to be on my phone. So this is a bit of a trial too. But I'm really excited to bring you this second video. These first few videos are kind of giving a bit of context for my life and how I got to this point and how I'm using creativity to sort of regain control of my life and build something a bit more sustainable for myself moving forward. So I'm hoping that that will resonate with a few of you as well. So this video is a bit different. It's kind of a show and tell situation, maybe a little bit of a movie night vibe. So this is kind of a vlog that I created about a year ago, when I was still employed as a science communicator. And it's me going to Singapore for my very first international congress, where I was delivering a kind of talk and workshop on the power of science communication. And it was the first time I'd travelled for work. It was the first time I'd travelled long haul on my own. It was the first time I'd done any sort of international speaking, and it was a real career highlight for me, and it was a real goal. And I really thought that it was the start of something, and I was on the cusp of something. But then after this congress is when everything started to kind of be on the downward slope a little bit. And now I'm burnt out and freelance, but really unemployed. So it was an interesting one to watch, but I'm excited to share it with you. So cheers. Cheers to best made plans failing and choosing to just go with the vibes instead. So to be honest, it was kind of hard to watch these videos back in a way, because you will see that I talk about it. I did feel like I was on the cusp of a new chapter. I just finished my degree a couple of months before, and that took me like 6 years to do around work. So it felt like I was really achieving, because I got my degree and then I was asked to speak at this event, and I'd planned this vlog as kind of something I could do as I went into this new chapter moving forward. And obviously I never quite made it that far. I filmed it and then did nothing with it, because things started to change, and that's life. Things do change, and things happen. I'm watching these videos back, even though I was hopeful, I can see that I was already struggling a little bit, and I was just trying to power through. And I know that that will resonate with a lot of people watching this, because I know I'm not alone in feeling that way. And although on paper, like in the last year, I've gone from international speaker, science communicator, to burnt out and unemployed, on paper, that is a huge, huge demotion in my life. But actually, all things considered, I feel better now than I have done in a long time. I'm still not really sure what the future holds, and that can be really scary at times. And I do think science communication is going to be part of that, because I did love it and I was good at it. But I just need to reframe it a little bit. So even though it was hard watching these videos back, it was actually quite nice to kind of remind myself of that part of me and those skills that I have. it's a bit weird to be in this position when all your friends are getting married and having kids, but we're all on our own timelines. That's what they say, isn't it? So it's actually all good. It's actually all good. And I know I'm really lucky to be in a position where I can afford to take a step back and reevaluate, and kind of prioritize my health for a few months. And I know that I can't live like this forever, because being an adult is hard, and there's only so much in my bank account to pay my mortgage. At some point, I will have to get some good income going again, because you have to be a responsible adult and blah, 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 all those things they tell you. But yeah, I'm super excited to share this with you. I really enjoyed filming it at the time, and then life just kind of got in the way, so I never edited it. So it's nice to be able to come back to it now and relive it a little bit and share it with you guys. And hopefully you'll see that it's good to do the scary thing, the thing that you say yes to and then figure out how to do as you're doing it. You'll also see when I came back from Singapore, as a way to kind of decompress and think about everything that I had achieved. I did a painting of an orchid and I filmed that, so I've popped that into the vlog as well. I hadn't actually started with the Milan Art Institute yet at that point. I was painting reasonably regularly, but very much just as a hobby, doing little tutorials online or just painting whatever came out of my head. So it's pretty good. I remember being really pleased with it when I finished it at the time, and I still quite like it, but I'll pop in at the end and show you another orchid that I've painted since, and you can kind of see how I've improved just in this small space of time. But yeah, I hope you really enjoy seeing these videos of Singapore. It was a really tough week at the Congress, but it is something I will remember, and I think it'll be good for you to see past Rebecca doing what she did. And then we can all just figure out a way to move forward. And watching it, I do think I'll get back there. I'll figure something out. And sometimes, a year is all it takes to change your life. My life went from quite good to a bit shaky in a year. It can go the other way. So let's just count the achievements for what they are. And yeah, come with me on the journey to use creativity to rebuild a more stable future. I hope you enjoy the vlog. Okay, hello. So I thought I'd start this vlog properly. So I'm at the Travel Lodge in Gatwick, and I am heading to Singapore tomorrow morning. I'm travelling with work, which is the first time that I've ever done that, and I'm going to the 8th Botanic Gardens Congress, where I will be delivering a workshop and chairing a session, which is quite a big career milestone for me, but also kind of scary. So I'm going to take you guys with me. I've come along the night before, so I don't have to get up super early. I've just had some dinner, and now I'm just settling down. Had a shower, just getting really comfy, ready for my early start in the morning. But come with me to Singapore. Okay, it's just before 6 AM. I've got my bags packed. So let's go get on a flight to Singapore, shall we? Ooh. have landed in Dubai. I've had some dinner and I've just freshened up. I've done my hair, moisturised my face. You can see that I've got chapped lips from the plane. Does anyone else get this? Bane of my life, but hopefully the moisturiser will help. I've got a few hours now till my flight, so I'm just going to set up shop here and read my book, and then on to Singapore. Hello, good morning. It is Monday here in Singapore and we are going on a kind of team group excursion today. I don't really know that much about it, if I'm honest. A lot of the planning of this trip kind of passed me by whilst I was trying to kind of get myself together and overcome the nerves. But we're going to the Pulau Ubin tour, which I think is an island off Singapore. It's dubbed as like the other side of Singapore. So I think it's going to be really interesting. It's a bit of an early start, but I'm up anyway, so that's all right. And I will try and get some footage and do some research about what it's all about, so you guys can come along with me. I thought I'd just kind of chat a little bit about why I'm here and what I do. All of the kind of clips I've done so far have been quite short. I've just trying to been focused on getting here, to be honest. I've never done a long haul flight on my own before, so it felt like quite an undertaking. But I'm here, I'm in Singapore, I'm very excited. I am here for the 8th Global Botanic Gardens Congress. I don't use the full name often. A lot of emails have been sent with 8GBGC, so I kind of see it written a lot, but I don't say it out loud a lot. But yeah, I'm here, and it's essentially just a really big meeting of people from across the globe who work in plant conservation, mostly within the settings of botanic gardens. So I'm going to be hosting a workshop about the importance of science communication within these settings and how that can kind of help with other areas of the work, such as funding and engagement from the general public, because I think sometimes people find it difficult to connect with plants. Obviously not as fluffy and cute as like a panda, but they are really vital. So I do enjoy that aspect of my work. And this feels like a really big deal to be here. When I was asked to come, I was excited. So when I also got asked to pitch a workshop and it got accepted, I was absolutely over the moon. And it was one of those things where I said yes and then I figured it out. And now I'm here. So yeah, this feels like a really kind of key point in my career. I'm in my early 30s and a lot of my 20s were spent with quite a lot of kind of difficulties just with my physical and mental health, and I feel like I'm kind of reaching different milestones a bit later than other people my age. I've recently just finished my degree in environmental studies, which I did with the Open University, and that took me over 6 years to do. I did it, and I passed. I got a 2-1, so that's really exciting. So this feels like a real kind of vindication of all of that hard work and the struggles and the challenges that I've overcome to be here. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm a little bit scared. It all still feels a little bit surreal that I'm here in Singapore and I've kind of reached this point, but the kind of good side of my brain is very proud and knows that I do know what I'm talking about and I am quite good at my job. So hopefully this will be the start of kind of the next chapter of my life, kind of post-degree. I'd like to do more talks, more kind of storytelling and multimedia science communication. So hopefully this will be the start of me being able to do that. But for today, we don't have to think about that. We've got a nice trip out to see a bit of Singapore, which will be really great. I have been here before. I had a few days here back in 2019 when I went travelling around Southeast Asia with my boyfriend Mickey. Hello, if you're watching, love you. Obviously that was a very different experience to this because we were on a very tight budget. We stayed in one of those pod hostels where you literally just have a bed in a pod, and are being put up in one of the business hotels for this conference. So yes, very different indeed. But I'm excited to experience this. I've never had to travel for work before, so this is all new to me, and I'm glad that you're here to come along with me. So let's go on our day trip, and I'll try and tell you more about it as we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, this morning has been a bit crazy. I don't know how the sound will be, but I am at the Congress. It's day one. I'm set up. I've got my camera, and I'm going to be collecting comms. So I'll check in with you later. But enjoy day one. Hello, it's now Wednesday, which is day 2 of the Congress. I haven't been able to vlog kind of talking directly to the camera as much as I'd like so far, just because it's been so busy. I feel like I've been doing about 20-hour days. Trying to get everything done, but it's going really well so far. Today I am chairing a session, which is exciting, and then tomorrow is my workshop, so it'll be a good kind of practice of getting out there in front of people today, and then we have a nice Congress dinner tonight as well, so we'll be getting a little bit dressed up for that later. For now, it's quite early. I've been up since about 3:30, just doing social media and catching up on some bits that need doing. But yeah, really looking forward to another day of talks and workshops. Hopefully be able to enjoy more of them today. I was quite busy filming lots of B-roll and stuff for my job yesterday. But yeah, it's going really well so far. It's exciting to be here. Everyone seems to be having a really good time, and everyone is super smart, so there's lots of really interesting topics to be heard about. But yeah, I'll try and check in again later, if not tomorrow. But yeah, wish me luck chairing, and let's do day 2 of the Congress.
Hello. I'm on my final day in Singapore. I am flying home tonight. The Congress is officially done and dusted. Um, it's been an amazing experience. I'm so tired, but it's been really inspiring and empowering about what I might be able to do with my career, where my strengths lie. Yeah, it's been amazing. I feel like I'm still kind of digesting it all, and I'll have kind of more thoughts in the days to come. We're heading out to the Singapore Botanic Gardens today, just to wander around for a few hours before I have to go and get my flight. So that will be really nice. And I'm hoping to have some time to look around Changi Airport because apparently it's amazing. Um, but yeah, it has been an incredible experience. It's felt very surreal at times. Um, it's been long days, but I'm really glad that I pushed myself out of my comfort zone to come here and do this and put myself out there a little bit more. Um, and hopefully this is the start of things to come. Maybe I can do more stuff like this. But for now, I'm going to enjoy my last day and I'm going to focus on getting back home, seeing my partner. I've really missed him. The time difference has been hard. But yeah, I'm just going to be proud of myself for what I've achieved this week and hopefully take that onwards into whatever the rest of the year holds. Yeah, all things considered, a very good week, if a little tiring. And I can't wait to see what is next. Okay, bye.
Hello, welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me in Singapore. Also, a little creativity update for you. So, since painting the orchid that you've just seen, um, That one was in acrylics. I've since painted one in oils as part of the classes that I've been doing with the Milan Art Institute. So I will pop that here. Check it out! I was actually really proud of this one. This is one of the paintings that I did where I finished it and I thought, oh my god, I just painted that. Like I never thought I'd be able to paint anything like that. So I'm actually really happy with my progress so far. I think for me, the Milan Art Institute was a good idea. It's not cheap, but I think that I looked at loads of online courses, and I think you have to go with teachers that teach in a way that suits your brain. So for me, this was the one. So it was worth spending that little bit extra. But I will do more on my time with the Milan Art Institute. I'm not very far in because I started and then things got rough. So I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to do more painting because that really is my happy place. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you in coming vlogs as well. Now I'm gaining some distance from all of the events that followed that Congress that led to me feeling a bit burnt out. I am actually really proud of doing that workshop and giving the talk and everything I did at the Congress. I think I did a really good job. And it has reminded me that I was actually really good at my job. But where I was chasing something that I think I just thought was expected of me rather than shaping it into something that actually was a good fit. And as I said before, I know I'm really privileged to be able to take this time to figure out what it is that would be a good fit. So I'm really not taking that for granted. And this time is really helping me to consider what I want to take from that life moving forward and what I can offer that will be really of value for science communication, but also still fulfill me creatively. I think sometimes you have to do the scary thing. That's what I want you to take away from this. Like, I don't want to be too serious, but I think sometimes you have to acknowledge these things. So sometimes you have to do the scary thing. I did the scary thing. I hit pause, even though I thought that I'd be disappointing so many people. But it's allowing me to actually move forward in a way that makes sense for me. And that is going to make all the difference. 5 years from now, future me is going to look back and be like, oh, thank God she did that. Thank God she did that. I'm not sure my bank account will agree because it is dwindling, but you know, you got to find the balance. You got to find the balance. I will make more money. I will figure that out. I had to take time off, really. So cheers to doing the scary thing, and spare a thought for my poor savings. So I'm gonna sign off now, wrap this second vlog up. I hope that I've come across slightly less nervous than the first one. I hope so anyway. I think the first one's always going to be the hardest. I'm just going to keep doing this until it feels normal. And you know what? Yeah, I'm down now. I'm down. But I am not out of the game. And so I'm going to finish this drink. I'm going to go and meet my boyfriend for an hour in the sun. And then I'm going to get my paints out. And I'm just going to be thankful that we get to have today, no matter how that looks. And I'm excited for whatever the future holds. So that is me signing off from this second vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, all of the things you know what to do. I've also popped my social media in the description below, so come find me there too. But in the meantime, cheers. Go and follow whatever the heck brings you joy, because life is too darn short. And I'll see you next time. Bye!